Canadian production designer Paul Austerberry and Canadian set decorator Jeff Melvin were part of that team that won an Oscar for their work on The Shape of Water, and they join me now from Los Angeles. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Great to see you today. What a night. Paul, has it sunk in?
Not really. We've had about 3 hours of sleep, and the texts are still rolling in. And yeah, it hasn't quite sunk in. We're still pretty chill. I think it's going to hit later when we get on the plane.
Jeff, what was it like working on this film? And at the time, did you know that some magic was being made?
Well, I think anytime you're doing a film with Guillermo, which I did one big one before that as well, it's always going to be special because he's one of the directors that really has his finger in the art department. So he wants to control it. He's part of it. He helps you along. He's got a very clear vision of what he wants. So it actually makes it a little bit easier and very pleasurable to work on.
Paul, when we were watching last night here in Canada, we, of course, appreciated the shout-out, not just to Canada, but to Toronto and to Hamilton. What do you think those gold statues behind you mean for the film industry here in Canada?
Well, you know, I think it's just proof that we can actually compete with the best in the world. You know, years ago when I started, when both of us started, most of the time they brought in the heads of department from the U.S. or elsewhere, and now, you know, this movie had just the DOP was Dan Lauston, who was from Denmark, and pretty much everyone else was from Toronto. All the heads of department were Canadian, which is pretty awesome. It shows that we can, you know, we can cover it now. It's not like it used to be. We've got lots of good experience and great crews.
Yeah, can you tell us how it came to be that the movie was shot in Southern Ontario? I know Guillermo had an exhibition at the museum in Toronto. Is there a connection between him and this part of Canada?
Well, I don't know if people know, but he lives a part of his time in Toronto, a lot of his time actually. Both of his daughters go to school here, or there. Obviously, we're not there now, but and so, you know, and he's set up a base there. And luckily for us, you know, he loves working there. He loves the crews. You know, you worked with him before. We worked on a few movies together. This was the only one that actually went through. Thankfully, this one went through because it was an awesome experience.
Yeah, it's his fourth large feature here, and we did the television series The Strain as Guillermo's, and it went 4 or 5 seasons. Crimson Peak, Pacific Rim, so he's no stranger. He's been here a long time.
You know, and Toronto can stand in for lots of East Coast cities. We've got various different kinds of architecture. Hamilton is great for a little more industrial and a little more period correct pieces left over. It hasn't been quite as developed as Toronto has, so we can still go and do period movies there. So,
and are the two of you already working on your next films? What does the Oscar mean to you personally and professionally?
Well, I think we might work on something together that probably would have happened Oscar or no Oscar, and whether you choose to make it help you advance further or not, I think we have a good working team. We pick projects based on the teams and the people we work with. You know, a good director, or in my case, a good designer. Thank you, Paul. That's gonna drive it, is having a really good work group.
I mean, there's plenty of work in the city and in Canada in general, and you know, obviously these little gold men are definitely going to put a little, you know, they're going to elevate us a little bit. People might recognize us a bit more for our work. But generally, you know, there's plenty of work there, and we love it. I mean, the most important part of our job is we work so hard that we really want to, we have to love it. And we have great crews that also love it, and it's just right. And with Guillermo, he loved the art department. It's like, I don't know, it was a bit of a dream. It was a bit of a dream project, actually.
Hopefully my kids talks about need to build some more studios, because we're a little short of studio space in Toronto. So, you know, we're world class, and if we could get a world class level of studios, that would really help too.
Well, there you go. You put the call out. So do you have to check those little gold men, or can you take them in your carry-ons?
I haven't. Well, I'm carrying it on. I'm not
checking it. Are you kidding? We got a out Air Canada.
We came back from England with the BAFTAs, and we checked them. And well, you guys
didn't check them.
Oh no, sorry. They went through the X-ray machine and everything, and I was fine, and you were ripped apart. But yeah, we'll take our risk today.
All right. Well, all the best. Congratulations once again. Such a huge honor. Canadian production designer Paul Austerberry and also Jeff Melvin, we thank you both, and safe travels back here to Canada.
Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.